Okay, let's start with some dragon jacks, which is halfway up, all the way up. Halfway up, all the way up. You could do about 10 to 20. Or you can do regular jumping jacks. Or you can just jog in place. Or you could skip this part altogether. I usually just start left foot forward with the knee bent, back leg straight. Rotate your right arm. You can kind of bring your shoulder along with it. It's easier on your shoulder. Reverse it. You don't want to go too fast. You don't want to pull anything. Reverse it. At the elbow. I go a little faster, but you might not want to. Reverse it. Reverse it. Switch sides. I'll do a side view. This is a front stance. Reverse it. Reverse it. At the elbow. Reverse it. Reverse it. Back to center in neutral stance. Trunk twists. Hands on your hips. Trunk rotations. Remember to keep your neck straight while you do these. Reverse it. Reverse it. Reverse it. Feet together. Stretch to one side. I like to pull on my hand to get a really good stretch all along the side here. Deeper stretch. You can hold for about 10 seconds. Switch sides. Hands on the hips, lean back. Remember to keep your neck straight. Bend forward. Try to get your hands to the ground, or as close as you can, as long as you're getting a good stretch. As you can see, even I'm not the greatest at this stretch. You can also bend one knee and keep one leg straight and alternate to really loosen up the legs, but you also don't want to hurt yourself, so don't switch too quickly. I usually hold this for about 30 seconds. You can let your arms and head hang too. Let's get a good stretch on your neck and back. Walk out with it. Into a downward dog position. Press your ankles to the floor. Either one at a time, alternating, or both at the same time. And do this for about 30 seconds. Walk halfway back and hold for about 10 seconds. Walk all the way back. I like to do a static stretch for this and let the arms and head hang. Get that good stretch on the back and neck for about 30 seconds. You can also gently pull yourself towards your legs. Come back to the center, feet together, knee rotations, counterclockwise, reverse it, reverse it, and reverse it. Slowly roll up, feet shoulder width apart, hands on your hips, rotate your neck full circle, slowly. You really don't want to hurt your neck. Reverse it. Reverse it. Reverse it. Look up and down and up, down and left, then right, left, right. Bring one ear to the shoulder. I like to do it by putting the opposite hand behind my back and gently pulling down. It's a good stretch right here. You can't do it for too long because your neck will get stiff. Switch sides. Full head rotations again. And reverse it. Shake it out. Bring one arm across the chest, pull it in and hold, getting a nice stretch across your shoulder. You can hold for about 10 seconds. Switch arms. You can do any of these longer if you need to. You can pause the video. Release. Bring one arm up and back, reaching towards the center of your back, getting a good stretch on your tricep. You can do these for about 10 seconds as well. Switch. Okay, now we're gonna get down on the floor for crunches. Feet flat on the ground, knees up, arms crossed over your chest. Crunch up and really squeezing those abs. Slow and controlled. You can also have your hands up here, but if you have them behind your head, make sure you're not pulling on your neck. Keep your neck really straight during these, or you can do them with your arms above your head like this. You can do between 10 and 70. If you get up to 70, you're going to want to do a harder variation at a lower number. What I do is put my feet up in a V-sit with my arms above my head and crunch like this, and I do about 20 of them. You really got to squeeze at the top. You get a really good workout with 10 or 20. The slower you go, the harder you make them. You don't need to do so many. But when you're done, full body stretch, point your toes out and point your fingers in the opposite direction. This is a full body stretch. Bring one knee into your chest. Hold for about 10 seconds. Hand on the inside of your thigh, push your leg to the outside and hold for about 10 seconds. Opposite hand on the outside, bring your leg across your body for a full body twist, looking in the opposite direction. Hold for about 10 seconds. Back to the center. Cross your ankle over your other knee. And if you feel the stretch now, don't move. But if you don't, you could reach in and grab either here, or I like to go on the outside and pull here. Release to full body stretch. Left knee in. Hand on the inside, pressing out. Hand on the outside, pressing over to a spinal twist. Looking in the opposite direction. You should really feel this here. Back to the center, cross that ankle over, and if you feel it here, that's all you have to do. Otherwise, pull, do it just like you did on the other side. Whatever allows you to feel it here. Full body stretch. Now I'm going to face away for this one. Up on your elbow, with your hips still on the ground, bring your leg up. If you can grab your toes, that's great. If not, you can grab your ankle or your leg. Pull your leg in. Hold for about 10 seconds. Then pull your leg back like this. Really stretching that quadricep. Lay down on your side. Bring your leg back up. Then lay flat on your back and let your legs slowly drift to the floor for about 10 seconds. Now switch sides. Bring your leg up. Bring your leg back like you're chambering a roundhouse kick. Back up and down to your side. Flat on your back. Let the legs slowly drift to the floor for about 10 seconds. Release. Now, side planks. You can either do these with your knees or your feet on the ground as long as your hips are still off the ground and you're working those oblique muscles. Hold for about 30 seconds each side. Switch sides. Again, you can do these on your knees or your feet as long as your hip is off the ground and you're working those oblique muscles. Again, holding for about 30 seconds. Then down and over onto your stomach. Lay flat down and push up, looking toward the ceiling without tilting your head back or bending your neck. Also make sure to keep your hips on the ground. Back down. Back into child's pose. Cross your right arm underneath, stretching out your shoulder. Getting a good stretch up in this area. Switch sides. Now loosen up your arms for push-ups. Do between 10 and 35. Now you can do these on your knees if you need to, like this. But if you can do 35 of those, I'd recommend switching to doing it on the balls of your feet, like this. And if you can do 35 of those, you might want to lower the number and switch to knuckle push-ups. It's the same mechanics, same muscles as a punch, like this. Now if you can only do 10 or even less, as long as your back is straight, your form is proper, and you're going nice, slow, and controlled, then you'll still get a really good workout. Doing a lower number with proper form, slow and controlled, is infinitely better than doing a high number with improper form really quickly. Sitting down with your feet out in front of you, bend forward. Make sure you're getting a good stretch. Reach for your toes. You can grab your feet if you can. Hold this for about 30 seconds. Make sure you're breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Sit back up and then lean forward, trying to bring your chin to your knees. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Holding this for about 30 seconds. Always remember to breathe. And release. Bring both legs in for butterflies. Just like any other stretch, they say you shouldn't bounce with these, but if you're going to, make sure you're going slow. You don't want to rip a muscle. Pull your ankles in towards you as close as you can get. And press your knees to the floor. And if you can, for a deeper stretch, lean forward. Doing this for about 30 seconds as well. Relax and bring your left leg out, your right leg in. Or you can bring your right leg back, get a stretch on your quadricep as well. Lean forward, try to grab your foot. Do this for about 30 seconds. Switch legs. Again, you could do it like this. Or with your leg back, getting a stretch on your quadricep. Bring it back into butterflies. Just to relax your legs. And spread your legs out in front of you. Push out as far as you can and lean to the left. Trying to grab your foot or bring your chin to your knee for about 10 seconds. Switch sides. Switch sides. Switch. You can also hold each side for 30 seconds if you want, instead of 10 alternating. Switch. Switch. then towards the center. Try to push it out even further. For 30 seconds, you could reach out in front of you, try to lean down to the floor, laying down, or you can push on the insides of your legs, or push yourself forward from behind if you can't lean down forward, which I guess is not recommended, but that's what I tend to do. Relax, bring your legs in, bring your knees to your chest, bring your legs out, and shake them out a little. Rotate your ankles, reverse it, point the toes, flex the feet, out like a front snap, and back in. Then stand up. And what I do most days is I'll skip right to this, which is holding a horse stance. And if you don't know how to do this, you could start with your feet together, both toes out, both heels out, both toes out, both heels to parallel. And that's about how wide. And you want to sink down. Make sure not to bring your knees past your toes. You don't want to do this in any stance, ever. You want to keep your body straight up and down. Now for better balance, you put your hip back. But the monks say for better grounding, you put your hips forward. I like to do eagle claws as I do this, an old Jackie Chan thing. But you can do prayer hands or pretty much anything you want with your hands. Now you want to get low enough to where you can hold a bow staff, a stick, on your thighs without it rolling off your legs forward or back into your stomach. If you can only go this high, that's fine. As long as you can feel it in your legs, you can work on getting lower later. You don't have to hold it for as long either. Just try to have good form. And for balance, you really want to spread your legs out and keep your knees back. It also helps you keep your shins straight up and down between your knee and your heel, and not angled out with your feet out wider than your knees. For this next part, if you're going to be kicking or performing any major movements with your legs, you're going to want to warm your legs up really well. So we'll get in the front stance, back leg straight, front knee bent. You can hold the guard position, it's good practice. We're going to lift your legs straight up and back down. The slower the better, keeping the leg perfectly straight without bending your knee. Keep your foot flexed. Or you can do outside crescent kicks, that's in to out in a half circle. You could do 10 to 20 of these, or you could skip this part altogether. We're going to do 10 on each side, and we'll count in 4 different languages, starting with English. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching sides. Korean, Hana. Tool. Set. Net. Dasit. Yasit. Yoga. Tool. Aho. Yul. For this next one, you can use a wall or hold on to something if you have it. We're going to do side raises. Make sure to keep your toe pointed down and your legs straight. Try not to bend over too far with this one. You can also alternate sides if you'd like, counting to 20. We're going to count to 10 each side, and this time we'll count in Japanese. Ichi, ni, san, shi, go, roku, Sishi, Hachi, Ku, Ju. Now switching sides unless you're alternating in Mandarin Chinese. I, Er, San, Su, Wu, Liu, Chi, Ba, Jiu. Shi. Shake it out a little. Then get down into runner's lunge. Now we can hold each side for 10 seconds as we alternate 3 times, or we can hold each side for 30 seconds as we push out further and do the splits, or start from the splits. Switch sides, walking over. Try to get a good stretch in here. If you can sit up straight, you get a better stretch. I tend to bend over and just push my hip in deeper. Switch sides. You want to straighten the front leg out a little more every other time. So now we're stretching here and here. Switch sides. Remember to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth while we're doing this. You can have both arms to the inside, or you can bring one arm over and have one arm on the outside. That's probably the better option. Switch sides. And push the leg out into the splits as far as you can go. Try to keep your hips straight, not out to the side. Switch for the last time. Push down into the splits as far as you can go. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now to the center. Keep both feet pointing forward. Get as low as you can. Hold for about 10 seconds. People don't realize how good of a workout just holding yourself up while you stretch can be. And bring the top of your head down to the floor and hold for 10 seconds. Back up. Walk back as far as you can without sitting down. And hold that for 10 seconds. Then back up and walking forward, nose or forehead to the ground. Hold for about 10 seconds. The modification is this. You can do them down on your knees, sitting up straight, rocking back and forth, walking forward, leaning forward or back. It's a lot less stress on your knees. And relax. I'm going to take a second before we stand up. Breathe in through the nose. And out through the mouth, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. I'm standing up. Now there's one more thing, but it's optional, but I do it every day, so if you want to follow me over here. Now if you don't have a pull-up bar at home, that's fine, but if you do, my favorite pull-up is a wide grip. It really works the lats. Now I recommend doing 10 max, and do them really, really slow, starting all the way down. Now if that's too hard, you can get a stool and do half your weight, or you can start with negatives by jumping up and letting yourself down slowly, seeing how high you can count before you reach the bottom. One thing that's important with these doorway pull-up bars, when you do jump, don't pull the bar off, because that's what'll happen. You'll go down. You want to be pulling down the entire time you're jumping up, because if you push up, you're going down. And that's really it. I'm sure if I remake this video in a year, 2, whenever, I'll be better. My numbers will change. It's alright, just do what you can. And have fun.